Hey Josh,
Hi.
excited to be here.
I am too.
So tell me about your film.
Well, this is the third and I think final chapter in this environmental trilogy. How to let go of the world and love all the things climate can't change. It's really the last film, Gasland Part 1, Gasland Part 2, and this movie, which is about climate change. And it's really been being made sort of in the background of the Part 1 and Part 2 the whole way, because if you're working on fossil fuels, you're going to end up headlong in the question of climate change. Fracking being one of the biggest contributors to climate change. But this isn't a fracking movie. This is really a movie about the human spirit. It's about, well, first of all, how we're in such bad shape about the climate that many of the most negative effects of climate change are just going to happen. We are on track to warm the Earth, even with the Paris Agreement, by 3.5 degrees. At 2 degrees, you know, we lose we create a process of sea level rise which will engulf the East Coast. New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Charleston, Providence, Miami, New Orleans. Those are cities that will be lost to sea level. Well, the question is how fast. We are so far behind in our ability to actually work on this. So that's a difficult and desperate and upsetting proposition. And I think that so much of the discussion on climate sort of is this neurotic tennis match between denial and despair. You know, I deny that this is happening. I'm so despairing about it. At 2 degrees, we are talking about 5 to 9 meters of sea level rise. At 2 degrees, we're talking about 30 to 50% of all the species on the planet going extinct. And we are, for all intents and purposes, which you'll see in the film, already kind of at 1.5 degrees. So we don't have any place to go. So that's one piece of the puzzle. The other side of this, though, is in looking at all the things that climate can't change and loving those things. If we're going to lose all of these things, what are the things that we're not going to lose? What are the things that are so deep inside of us that no storm can take them away? And that's what's left to fight for. So this film is my journey through that rabbit hole to find what's left to fight for. And those are our civic virtues. There are resilience, courage, creativity, innovation, human rights, democracy, love, community. These are the things that climate can't change. And these are the hallmarks of both the fracking movement and the climate movement and all the movements right now that are so powerful and matter so much in America. So the film, you know, goes through that whole crazy roller coaster ride. It is a very emotional movie, and I think of it more as an action-adventure film than a documentary, because it goes into the Amazon to discover oil spills in the deepest Amazon, out on the high seas with the Pacific Climate Warriors blockading coal ships with hand-carved traditional canoes from the South Pacific. A lot of really amazing and dangerous and inspiring adventures. And I'm very lucky to have the people in the film that are in it who are very inspiring. So what I'm hoping to do is inspire a new level, a next wave of climate activism that is emotional, that is cultural, that's based on music and dance, and pushes people to a different level of awareness. That's what I'm hoping to do.
So I hope it works.
Yeah, I hope it works too. Well, it's working so far. We had our premiere at Sundance, and that was terrific. We had people dancing in the aisles. We hope we have a great crowd here tonight. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Of course.